Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first edition of Inside the Nest for men's and women's powerlifting for the 2020-2021 year. My name is Jalen Ellison. I'm the Assistant Athletics Director for Communication, and I'm joined today by first-year head coach Devin Hance. Coach, thanks for taking just a few minutes out of your day to sit down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're going to jump right in here. You are the very first head powerlifting coach in school history, and this is an institution that's had sports since the 1800s, so for over 125 years. What's that like for you, just to be able to say you are the very first coach in this sport?
It's exciting. Being able to brand something that fits the Jewel model and everything. And, coming into Jewel's a very family-oriented program here. And to be a part of that and build something that we can continue with our long success here is exciting.
Great. So we'll probably have some people obviously know what powerlifting is, but we may have some that don't. It's still a growing program and growing sport. So kind of explain to us, what is powerlifting? Obviously, there's some specific lifts that go into it and things like that. But, what's the best way you can explain what that is and kind of walk us through what does a meet or a tournament or whatnot look like?
Yeah, for sure. So with powerlifting, you have three main lifts. So you'll have deadlift, you'll have squat, and you'll have bench press. And so when you're looking at comparing to another sport, it's very similar to wrestling as far as tournaments go. So when you go to a meet, you're individualized as an athlete, but you have team points based on placing. So each athlete will participate in both three lifts, and they will they get 3 attempts per lift. So they'll get 3 attempts for bench press, squat, and deadlift. And their highest completed attempt will be their total for that lift. And what they do is they combine all 3 lifts to get a total amount for the whole day. So whatever your highest was for bench, squat, and deadlifts, that total will be your total lift, which then puts you in a different category. So you can medal in individualized lifts and as a total lift as well. And so the ultimate goal is the total amount. So you can take first in bench press, but you want to get, top 3 and both 3 and all 3 of them. So that way your total's higher so you can win the entire meet in your weight class.
Okay. What kind of associations or leagues or anything like that will you guys be competing in, or will you have one? Obviously, GLVC, it's not a GLVC-sponsored sport quite yet. It wouldn't surprise me if eventually it is. We already have 2 other schools that sponsor it in the conference, but we're not there yet. So what kind of associations and things like that will you guys be competing in?
Yeah, so there's various associations that you can go into. For the most part, the collegiate setting, we compete in the USAPL, which is the United States Powerlifting Association. And so that's what we'll compete in, just to stay with the rest of the colleges, make sure we're all on the same page and things like that.
Awesome. So you are the first coach, but now we officially have the first roster. Correct me if I'm wrong, 5 men and 2 women, correct?
1 woman.
1 woman, okay. So first 6 athletes, has this been something that you've had the opportunity to sit down with them and they really comprehend kind of the magnitude of what they represent? They really are the very first athletes in their sport on this campus.
Yeah, they're excited about it. The biggest thing is growing the program. And, I was hired in January, so we got a small class here, and it's all about this full year of recruiting coming into this next class. And so being a part of that development, they're the first 4-year athletes that are going to be here. And they're going to be, crucial to the development of it. And they're excited about that. They're excited about putting the work in to grow the program and traject it in the right direction. And so, it just comes back to hard work. I mean, they're going to work their tails off. And I'm seeing it already in this first week, and they're just loving it. I'm getting athletes that love to work out, and they're getting scholarships to come here and do something that they really do enjoy, and it's exciting.
Yeah. I got the opportunity to escort them to their physicals on the bus, and they were quite a lively bunch and seemed to really get along already. So that was really great to see. Talk to me a little bit about the recruiting process for powerlifting. Track, swimming, it's based more on time and marks and things like that, whereas a sport, say like basketball, it's primarily going out and watching games and finding those guys that, and those women that, just like have what you're looking for. What is it? Is powerlifting more mark based, or do you go to meets and you watch and you find what you're looking for that way?
Yeah, so I look at more of effort and, talking to these coaches, and I want to know from the coach, what's their daily routine when they show up? Are they on time? Do they work hard every day? Or is it someone that you have to pester to get things done? what's their leadership qualities, and then obviously priority is great. So, you know, how's their GPA, what's their effort in the classroom, and things like that. So hearing from the teachers. And the great thing with powerlifting is, you know, I would have loved to play college sports, but I'm 6 foot. I was 150 pounds in high school, and so I just didn't have the opportunity. Where this, you know, I worked so hard for my sports that this would really transition over for opportunity for me. And so being able to give people who do work hard and are just great kids overall an opportunity to play at that next level that, you know, with genetics is just kind of limiting yourself. That's the biggest thing. And giving them the opportunity to do that is what I see the joy for me is coaching. So that way they can continue their athletic career.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully understand the genetics thing. My parents are 6 feet tall and I'm 5'3", so I'm not really sure what happened there, but yeah, no, I think the opportunity for people that aren't quite so lucky as those tall people is great. Do you have a schedule set yet? Any idea of when you guys will be competing? Obviously you don't fall under the GLVC's kind of protocols, so to speak, but where are you guys sitting in terms of this fall and obviously the pandemic?
Yeah, so our first meet, we got pushed around a little bit due to Christmas break and things like that, and want to keep the athletes, you know, continue to work out. So we pushed up to November 14th at Ottawa, so we're keeping it as local as possible. Typically, USAPL doesn't start announcing things until around December, January time, so our spring semester is still looking to see where that's at and seeing who's going to be able to do things to meet protocols for COVID that we're dealing with right now. So right now we have one, November 14th, Ottawa, nice and close, so we're excited about it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm very excited to get powerlifting underway. Appreciate you taking just a few minutes out of your morning, and we will see you just in a few weeks. Good luck with your workouts.
Take care.